But we're going to start with Natalie Cole dying because...
Still dead.
Yeah, because we've missed it for like 2 weeks. You don't like her. Can't stand the bitch.
Right.
Well,
I don't miss her like crazy at all. Let me do my imitation of Kat Carlson singing Natalie Cole. I miss you like crazy! I miss you like crazy!
Okay, by the way, I'm going to stick up for Kat on this one. I don't believe she sings like that.
I think that sounded amazingly like Natalie Cole. If you're familiar with the song...
But not at all like Kat singing Natalie Cole.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go...
I may have thrown you under the bus with Natalie Cole for no reason.
No, because here's what I'm going to do.
I think so.
I'm going to, tomorrow, I'm going to go on the Sing app. I'm going to find the song, and I'm going to sing it to the best of my abilities, and we're going to see how it sounds.
And you know what it sounds like? I miss you like crazy! I couldn't stand that bitch for her entire life.
That's sad for her.
And I absolutely cannot believe that it took us 3 weeks to read her obituary. Like, she's cold and dead in the ground. I'm sorry, we failed you.
Finger on the pulse of Natalie Cole.
Natalie Cole.
QTalk America.
Things kept coming up. So the first thing is, she had that song that I didn't know was her. Her first big hit was that Everlasting Love. Yeah, Everlasting, what was that song called?
Something like that.
You got to cue up some shit for us, Clayton, now that you're back from peeing. Find us her big hit.
How many more times do you need to tell people what I did?
Oh, peed.
Did they not experience how much we drank? Like, clearly somebody has to
Everlasting Love was one. Yeah. This will be an everlasting love.
And then it just gets higher and higher and higher until it's like, I bet you like that! Then, just when you were over that...
It's good. No, it's so good.
There was actually... Oh, my God, Netflix is available in India now. Oh, and Nance. Message me privately.
We're so excited for you and Nance.
That's fantastic.
So that everyone has talked about for years and years and years that she had this song called Our Love. Never heard of it. Never cared. But then she's dead, so I thought, all right, people keep bringing up this song.
Listen to her music.
Donna Summer had an Our Love.
She did, but she wrote it. But Donna Summer wrote, she wrote Our Love, so I knew that Natalie Cole wasn't remaking that one.
All right.
But it did make me laugh because I always thought, what is this song? Well, coincidentally, I have a very favorite Mary J. Blige song called Our Love. And imagine my horror when I've been singing a Natalie Cole song at the top of my lungs in my car, but the Mary J. Blige version.
Of course. Which makes it better.
So it turns out I did like a Natalie Cole song because it turns out Mary J. really did a very, very, very faithful rendition of the only song that Natalie Cole sang that didn't make me want to stab myself in the eyes. Yeah, and that sounds exactly what Mary J. Blige sounds like. It's a very faithful remake.
It's very nice.
And she never hits that note that makes me want to kill her first. Yeah. But then, so she made that Miss You Like Crazy song that made me hate the 80s. Because remember, there's the good 80s and the bad 80s. Natalie Cole is every minute of the bad 80s.
And I love that you think that she's the bad 80s because I did
the worst
that song.
80s. But I like Pink Cadillac. She did Pink Cadillac, a Bruce Springsteen song, that it was okay. And that was the only time that I wanted her to live through the song. Yeah.
I just want other people to understand.
Yeah. Can you get to the notes? Here it comes. Oh
no! I don't want to kill. I want to kill him.
No, but you got to play it.
I want to see his face.
You got to get how accurate I am.
I want to see his face.
Which note? How far?
No. You got to get to the. You got to get to the chorus. Yeah. I know exactly what's coming.
Are we getting there?
Yep.
She can't sue us anymore.
Her estate will.
Oh, there you have it.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
We like the song. Let's critique it.
It's pretty close.
That's pretty good.
She's screeching, I'm screeching, everybody's screeching.
Oh, here you go.
Here goes.
It'll get higher.
No?
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Amina, check your cat. Same look on his face.
So what was the other? You said Pink Cadillac?
I sounded just like her.
No, but Pink Cadillac was really quite charming. She did a good job with that.
I'm totally gonna sing the fuck out of that on that sing.
Oh, you'll hate yourself by the end of it.
And then I'm gonna send it to you.
Because it's that guy. It's the guy that wrote. One of the reasons I hate Whitney Houston so much is because didn't we almost write a song? It's Michael Master. Right. Okay, the fact that a joke that I've been telling since 1987 is still working, I'm pretty good with.
That's a good joke.
Oh, this is the club mix. I'm sorry.
Oh, your pink Cadillac, plush velvet seats, riding in the dark, moving in the street.
I like Aretha's version
We can
better.
do that all day.
Oh yeah, I mean, anything is better than her. But then when she got a shovel and dug up her daddy and made us suffer through that shit, and if you went to a wedding in the 1990s. And you didn't want to take a club. I wanted to beat every woman who danced with their father to Unforgettable.
Yeah, that's true.
Unforgivable in every way. Put him back in the grave, you dumb bitch. I hate her. But my favorite thing about her.
Can't tell.
Looks like I am
Unforgivable. That's what you are. And how you'll stay.
The cat left the room.
I'm gonna drink on that.
I will too. I'll give you the cat. The cat Al singing. The cat left the room. All right. So then the last thing, maybe it's not the last thing she did. Oh, but my favorite thing she ever did, urban legend that was verified by Wikipedia and almost every news station, because she's a big old fucking junkie, my girl Natalie.
Was.
That a girl.
Once a junkie, always a junkie. I'm just going to
Yes,
say
she
it.
is.
We're not
wow.
letting her off the hook. But infamously, and the funny thing about the story is the story gets retold, but they omit the name of the hotel. But while the MGM in Las Vegas burned, she was doing crack underneath the coffee table and refused to evacuate. So the firemen had to go save Natalie
MGM.
Cole. My favorite story of all time. It's in all the stories, but now they have
What was it, like 84, 80? What was it?
I don't even know.
80, 81? What was
80
it?
or 81.
I think I was 6. I don't know.
But my favorite part of that story is the firemen had to go get her because she famously refused to stop doing the crack.
That's fine.
But all that's been
Very
omitted from
funny,
this story is Wikipedia can't pay the MGM to pay for that nonsense. But the MGM, the old MGM, is now Bally's. Like this is back when the MGM sat way down there on this trip, not the new MGM that they accidentally built as a gay icon. They did it as the MGM, the Wizard of Oz, so everything was like Friends of Dorothy and the Rainbow and all these things. And I was like, and their first concert was Barbra Streisand. And so when I went, I was like, so he gated up for this thing, and the blackjack dealer is like dealing the cards. He's like, I don't know what everybody's talking about, but everybody thinks we're a gay hotel, and I'm like, do the math,
honey,
bitch.
right.
You get your picture taken over there as a friend of Dorothy to walk your way to a Barbra Streisand concert through a rainbow flag. What do you think is happening? He's like, oh my God. And I went back like a year later, everything had changed. All the rainbows were gone, all the yellow brick roads, the Friends of Dorothy. They actually had have your picture taken as a friend of Dorothy. It was crazy.
Oh,
fantastic.
It was February 1881 when
It's a
that
legit
happened.
story.
Wow, that's so funny. And oddly, the fire happened. Oddly, the MGM was being retrofitted to have better fire protection.
Fail. Hashtag fail.
You like crazy! That's what you say to the fireman.
That's what
Oh
you're
my
saying to
God.
a heroine.
That has been my me and Cliff Tina used to tell that story. Like every once in a while, Cliff and I would be bored drinking at a bar, and all we would do was like, tell me the Natalie Cole story again.
Tell
Tell me about Natalie Cole again,
This
Daddy.
is the ClarkCounty.gov fire page, and it says, this says, in the list of guests in the hotel, what happened to Natalie Cole and hundreds other. She was trapped in her hotel room waiting to be rescued, is what it says.
That's a good spin right there.
That really
Waiting.
is. But
While I'm waiting for you to get here, I'm going to do a couple more lines.
just let me get this vein going.
Is Ray Charles here?
So if you were waiting for a touching tribute to Natalie Cole, it's not going to happen
Not on this show.
with me in the room.
Pass the Black Santa.
She was practically my arch nemesis. Couldn't fucking stand her.
God, I feel like she is
I haven't
worse
heard
than
of Arch Nemesis in a long time.
the three girls.
Oh, Wilson Phillips.
Wilson Phillips.
Well, luckily they offended me so much that for a while I forgot about the
Yeah,
Natalie
right.
Cole. But I went
All
through
it took was her dying.
when she died. I went through her song list and went song by song, and I was like, "Dear God, no! Stop! You would have thought somebody was poking me with.
I ain't got no time for this. MGM was popping.
Jenny, that's great.
I got my 3 kids. I got my 3 kids. It's cold outside.
All right,
It's
now
on fire.
and now for the good cop.